Every morning, I dedicate a few moments to personal reflection. This practice, though simple, is incredibly powerful. The first thing I do when I wake up is to quiet my mind and think. Reflection isn't just about looking back at what happened the day before, it's about looking at where I am right now and where I want to go. It's a moment to align myself with my goals and remind myself of the big picture. In those first few minutes of the morning, I ask myself important questions. What am I grateful for? What do I want to achieve today? How will I handle the challenges that lie ahead? These questions guide me and set the tone for the rest of my day. I've learned that taking time for reflection allows you to evaluate your progress and recalibrate when necessary. Life moves fast, and sometimes it's easy to get caught up in the rush of day-to-day tasks. But when you take the time to reflect, you can pause and gain clarity on what truly matters. Reflection helps you focus on what's important and let go of distractions. It allows you to zoom out and see your life from a broader perspective. This simple ritual of reflection makes you more intentional with your time and energy, ensuring that each day contributes to your larger vision. Personal reflection also involves acknowledging where you are in your journey and celebrating your progress. It's too easy to get discouraged by setbacks and obstacles, but when you take time to reflect, you can recognize how far you've come. Sometimes we forget to appreciate the small victories along the way. Reflection forces you to take stock of those achievements, no matter how small they may seem. It helps you stay motivated and reminds you that success is built on a series of small, consistent steps. By reflecting on the positive, you feed your mind with the motivation to keep moving forward. In addition to looking at your progress, reflection gives you the space to assess your mindset. Success starts with the way you think. If you wake up feeling negative or discouraged, your entire day will be colored by that mindset. But when you take time to reflect, you can reset your thoughts and shift your focus. You might ask yourself, what do I want to feel today? What kind of attitude do I want to bring to my work and relationships? A positive mindset is a powerful tool, and it's something you can cultivate each morning with a few minutes of reflection. It's like clearing the fog in your mind so you can see the path ahead more clearly. Reflection is also an opportunity to check in with your values and priorities. Our lives are constantly evolving, and what was important to us last year, last month, or even last week might not hold the same weight today. By reflecting, you can ask yourself if your actions and decisions are aligned with your current values. If not, you can adjust and course correct before you get too far down a path that doesn't serve your purpose. Your goals should evolve as you grow, and regular reflection ensures that your life remains in alignment with what matters most to you. It's a way to stay true to yourself and make sure your actions are intentional. Moreover, reflection is an essential tool for mental clarity. In the hustle of life, our minds can get cluttered with 1,000 different thoughts. We might feel overwhelmed by all the things we have to do or uncertain about what direction to take. But when you take time for personal reflection, it allows you to clear away the mental clutter. You can focus on the present moment and what's right in front of you, rather than being bogged down by future worries or past regret. This mental clarity empowers you to make better decisions and take more deliberate actions. Another critical aspect of reflection is its ability to promote self-awareness. When you pause to reflect, you give yourself the chance to examine your thoughts, behaviors, and reactions. Are you responding to situations in a way that aligns with your values? Are you being the person you want to be? Self-awareness is a cornerstone of personal growth. It allows you to identify areas where you can improve, and more importantly, it helps you understand why you act the way you do. This awareness is essential for making meaningful changes in your life. Reflection also helps you approach challenges with a sense of perspective. Life isn't without its difficulties. We all face obstacles, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But when you reflect, you can gain perspective on those challenges. You can remind yourself that obstacles are part of the journey, and that each challenge is an opportunity for growth. By reflecting on your past challenges and how you've overcome them, you can build resilience and confidence. It reminds you that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way, no matter how difficult it may seem. In essence, personal reflection is about creating space for yourself to slow down, think, and reset. It's a practice that cultivates clarity, gratitude, and purpose. It's a reminder that your success isn't built by rushing through life, but by taking the time to think deeply about your goals, your actions, and your mindset. Each morning I take a few moments to reflect, and in doing so, I set the stage for a successful day. It's a small habit that over time has had a profound impact on my life. Each morning, I make sure to have a clear plan for the day. You see, success doesn't happen by chance. It happens by design. Without a plan, you are simply wandering through the day, hoping that things will work out. But hope is not a strategy. Planning is. When you plan your day, you take control. You set your direction, prioritize your tasks, and move with purpose. Without a clear plan, you end up reacting to life instead of taking proactive steps toward your goals. A well-thought-out plan is the foundation for a productive day. It doesn't have to be a long, drawn-out list, but it should highlight the key tasks and actions that will move you forward. I've learned over the years that if you're not intentional about how you spend your time, time will slip away. So each morning I sit down and map out my priorities. I ask myself, what are the most important things I need to accomplish today? What tasks will bring me closer to my long-term goals? This helps me eliminate distractions and focus my energy on what matters most. One of the most important elements of planning is prioritization. Not all tasks are created equal. There are tasks that are urgent and important, and then there are tasks that are neither. When you're planning your day, you have to distinguish between the two. You have to focus on what will actually move the needle and get you closer to your desired outcomes. I learned early on that it's easy to get caught up in the busy work that doesn't really matter. You can fill your day with meetings, phone calls, emails, and other activities that seem important, but they don't contribute to your success. That's why prioritizing is so critical. When I plan my day, I start with the high-value tasks. These are the activities that directly contribute to my goals and success. I make sure they are the first things I tackle when I get to work. By starting with the most important tasks, I ensure that even if my day gets busy or interrupted, I've already taken care of what matters most. The high-value tasks are always the ones that require the most focus and energy, and doing them first helps me stay on track. I also make sure that I break down my larger goals into smaller, manageable tasks. If you have a big goal, it can feel overwhelming. But if you break that goal down into smaller steps, it becomes much easier to tackle. This approach takes the intimidation out of large projects and makes them more achievable. Every small step you take toward your goal adds up. And before you know it, you've made significant progress. Planning helps you break your goals into actionable steps and keeps you focused on what needs to be done next. Another key part of planning is time blocking. Time blocking is when you schedule specific periods of your day to focus on certain tasks. It's like creating an appointment with yourself. This tactic helps you stay disciplined and ensures that you're dedicating enough time to each of your priorities. Without time blocking, it's easy to let distractions take over and waste valuable hours. When you block time for specific tasks, you eliminate the chance for procrastination and interruption. For example, I set aside specific hours for deep work, those periods when I need to concentrate on tasks that require my full attention. I also schedule time for meetings, emails, and other responsibilities, so they don't derail my focus. Planning isn't just about creating a to-do list, it's also about creating a mental framework for how you want your day to go. When you plan your day, you set your expectations. You tell yourself what you're going to accomplish, and you set a mental image of your success. It's a way of preparing your mind for the tasks ahead and aligning your actions with your intentions. Without this mental preparation, you might start your day without a clear direction, and the lack of clarity can lead to poor decision-making. Another part of planning is preparing for the inevitable challenges and obstacles that will arise. No day goes perfectly, and there will always be setbacks. But when you plan, you can anticipate the difficulties and prepare for them. I always leave a little room in my schedule for unexpected interruptions or issues. I don't try to overschedule myself or make every minute of my day packed. By giving myself a little flexibility, I can stay calm when things don't go according to plan. And because I've already prioritized my tasks, I know exactly what to focus on when things get tough. One of the greatest benefits of planning is the sense of control it gives you. When you have a plan, you don't feel like you're at the mercy of the day's circumstances. Instead, you're in charge of how you spend your time. You make deliberate choices about where to direct your energy, and you can stay focused on your long-term vision instead of being distracted by every little issue that arises. Planning is about creating a roadmap for your day, but it's also about cultivating a sense of control over your life. It's not just about getting things done, it's about getting the right things done. Planning allows you to use your time efficiently and effectively, so you're not just busy, but productive. You're working on tasks that align with your larger goals, and you're moving forward with purpose. That's the power of planning. It turns every day into an opportunity to get closer to your success. When you commit to planning your day every morning, you're laying the groundwork for a life of achievement. It's not about doing everything, it's about doing the right things and doing them well. By planning, you set yourself up for success, one task at a time. Each morning, I make sure to feed my mind with positive, challenging, and inspiring material. What you feed your mind in the morning has a profound effect on how you think, feel, and act throughout the day. The mind is the most powerful tool you have. It can either be a source of strength or a source of limitation, depending on what you allow to enter it. I've always believed that the quality of your thoughts directly impacts the quality of your life. That's why I've made it a habit to start my day by nourishing my mind with ideas that inspire and challenge me. You see, reading and learning are fundamental to personal development. If you're not constantly feeding your mind with new information, you're limiting your potential. I start each day with a book. It could be a book on leadership, personal development, business, or philosophy, anything that expands my thinking and deepens my understanding. The key is to read material that forces me to think differently, that challenges my current ideas and perspectives. Reading is not just about accumulating knowledge. It's about engaging with ideas that make you see the world in a new way. Every great success begins with a thought, but thoughts don't grow in isolation. They grow when they are challenged and nurtured. Books provide the opportunity to learn from those who have already achieved the success you're striving for. When I read, I'm learning from the experiences of others. I'm gaining insights and wisdom that took years for them to acquire, and I get to absorb those lessons in a fraction of the time. The value of reading is not just in the facts or strategies that you learn, but in the way it shapes your mindset. Books help you expand your horizons and view the world through different lenses, and it's through this expanded view that new ideas emerge. The more you expose yourself to new concepts, the more creative and resourceful you become in your own life and work. Feeding your mind isn't just about reading books, though. It's about listening to the right content as well. I also make it a habit to listen to podcasts or audio programs that inspire me, especially those that feature successful entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and motivational speakers. In today's world, there's an endless amount of material available to stimulate your mind. The key is to be intentional about what you choose to consume. The average person spends hours each day consuming content that does nothing to improve their lives. They spend time on entertainment or mindless scrolling through social media. But the truly successful people use their time wisely to consume content that adds value. I've always believed that what you consume, whether it's the books you read, the podcasts you listen to, or the people you spend time with, shapes your mindset and ultimately your success. But it's not just about consuming content. It's about reflecting on the content you consume and applying it to your life. When you read a book or listen to a podcast, you should be asking yourself, how can I apply this to my situation? How can I use this idea to improve my life or business? The most successful people don't just absorb information passively, they engage with it. They analyze it. They make it a part of their own thinking. Reflection is the key to turning information into wisdom. By thinking about how the material applies to your own life, you can transform knowledge into actionable steps that lead to real growth. In addition to books and podcasts, I also make time for self-reflection. This is where the power of personal thought comes into play. Taking a few minutes each morning to reflect on my values, my goals, and my purpose helps me stay aligned with what truly matters. It also allows me to check in with myself to ensure that I am on the right path. Sometimes we get caught up in the hustle of life and forget to pause and ask ourselves, is what I'm doing today aligned with my long-term vision? Reflection helps you stay grounded and focused on the bigger picture. It also helps you recognize any areas where you might be straying off course. The important thing is to recognize that feeding the mind is not a one-time activity, it's a daily practice. Success doesn't come from reading a book once and forgetting about it. It comes from consistently feeding your mind with the right information every single day. That's why I make sure to start each morning with material that sharpens my mind. It's a way of ensuring that I'm always growing and evolving. The most successful people are those who are always learning, always seeking new knowledge, and always striving to improve. They understand that the mind is a muscle that needs to be exercised regularly in order to stay sharp and effective. The benefits of feeding your mind extend beyond just personal development. It impacts everything you do. The more you expose yourself to knowledge and new ideas, the more confident you become in your ability to tackle challenges. It helps you become more resourceful, more creative, and more equipped to handle whatever comes your way. Whether you're facing a business problem, a personal challenge, or a decision, the ideas and insights you've gained from feeding your mind give you the tools to navigate those situations with wisdom and clarity. The mind is your most valuable asset, and how you feed it each day determines the results you get in life. By committing to daily learning and reflection, you are investing in your own growth and success. The information you consume shapes your thoughts, which in turn shape your actions and outcomes. This is why it's so crucial to start your day with material that inspires, challenges, and feeds your mind. It's a practice that will pay off in ways you can't even imagine. Every morning, I prioritize exercising my body. It's not just about staying in shape or looking good. It's about setting the tone for the day and ensuring I have the energy, stamina, and vitality to meet the challenges ahead. Our bodies are the vessels through which we navigate the world, and if we don't take care of them, we limit our ability to perform at our best. Exercise is a powerful tool that gives us the strength and energy we need to pursue our goals with passion and focus. That's why I make sure to dedicate time each morning to physical activity. The benefits of exercise extend far beyond just physical health. While it's important to keep the body strong, exercise also has a profound impact on mental clarity, focus, and emotional well-being. When you engage in physical activity, your body releases endorphins, chemicals that improve mood and reduce stress. This chemical boost helps you start your day with a positive mindset and a sense of mental sharpness. The clarity and focus that come from exercise are invaluable for success because they allow you to approach your tasks with a clear head and a sense of purpose. When you're physically fit, you can think more clearly and make better decisions. Another important aspect of exercise is the discipline it builds. Exercise is not easy. It takes time, effort, and consistency. But it's through the challenge of pushing your body that you build resilience and self-discipline. The discipline required to maintain a regular exercise routine is the same discipline that you apply to other areas of your life. By committing to physical activity every day, you are reinforcing the habit of consistency, which is one of the key factors of success. Success is built on doing the small, necessary tasks day after day, even when you don't feel like it. When you exercise regularly, you develop the mental toughness needed to tackle any challenge, no matter how difficult. Physical activity also helps me manage stress. Life can be overwhelming at times, and we all face moments of anxiety, pressure, and uncertainty. Exercise is one of the most effective ways to release built-up tension and clear your mind. Whether it's through running, weightlifting, yoga, or stretching, physical activity allows me to release stress in a healthy way. It's a form of self-care that gives me the strength to handle life's ups and downs without letting them derail my progress. When you take care of your body, You equip yourself with the emotional and mental resilience to face challenges with confidence. I also believe that exercise sets the stage for productivity. It's easy to get caught in the trap of sitting at a desk all day or staying focused on work without taking breaks. But the truth is, your productivity will suffer if you don't take care of your body. Exercise increases blood flow, improves oxygen supply to the brain, and boosts cognitive function. This means that by engaging in physical activity, you are priming your brain for better focus, creativity, and problem solving. It's like giving your body a tune-up before you go out and tackle the day's work. The boost in energy and mental clarity that comes from exercise makes it easier to stay focused on your tasks and remain productive throughout the day. Exercise also teaches me to listen to my body. When you're pushing yourself physically, you learn to understand the signals your body is sending you. You learn when to push through discomfort and when to ease off. This awareness of your physical limits translates into other areas of your life. You begin to recognize when you're pushing yourself too hard in work or when you need to take a step back and recharge. It teaches you balance and the importance of self-care, which are essential for long-term success. Pushing your body to its limits can be a humbling experience, but it's also a reminder that you're capable of more than you think. It helps you build confidence in your ability to overcome obstacles and keep going even when things get tough. Moreover, exercise is a form of goal setting. Just like in any other area of life, achieving physical fitness requires setting goals and working toward them. Whether it's running a certain distance, lifting a specific weight, or mastering a yoga pose, exercise is a constant reminder that progress is made step by step. Every workout is an opportunity to track progress and measure success. It's a reminder that consistency pays off over time. Setting fitness goals and achieving them reinforces the idea that success is built on small, incremental efforts. When you apply the same mindset to other areas of your life, you realize that success doesn't come from one big leap, but from consistent, focused efforts over time. One of the most rewarding aspects of exercise is how it impacts your overall sense of well-being. When you exercise regularly, you feel stronger, more capable, and more energized. This sense of empowerment spills over into everything you do. It builds self-esteem and helps you approach life's challenges with a sense of confidence. When you feel physically good, you feel mentally and emotionally good as well. This positive energy can help you stay motivated and focused on your goals. It gives you the strength to keep moving forward, even on the toughest days. In conclusion, exercising every morning is not just about staying fit, it's about setting yourself up for success in all areas of your life. Physical activity improves mental clarity, builds discipline, manages stress, boosts productivity, and teaches you important lessons about balance and self-care. When you take care of your body, you set the foundation for a successful, fulfilled life. Exercise is not just an investment in your health, it's an investment in your future. By committing to daily physical activity, you are preparing yourself to take on the challenges of life with strength, resilience, and confidence. Follow personal reflection, planning, feeding my mind, and exercising my body are the cornerstones of my daily success. These habits, though simple, have a profound impact on the quality of my day and ultimately my life. Each one plays a crucial role in ensuring that I'm mentally, emotionally, and physically prepared to tackle the challenges ahead and move closer to my goals. Success doesn't happen by accident. It is built through consistent, intentional actions that you take each day. By cultivating these rituals, you create a foundation of discipline, focus, and growth that sets you up for long-term achievement. The key is to commit to these rituals and make them non-negotiable, because the small, everyday choices you make compound over time and shape the person you become. With reflection, planning, learning, and physical care, you are not just preparing for the day ahead, you are preparing for a life of lasting success.